I wanted your view on... I heard a commentator last night saying, well, this leaves the royal family in a very fragile state. I wondered if that's true, because one thing we've certainly seen since the coronation is members of the royal family, and I'm thinking obviously of Princess Anne and also the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, really rallying round, really stepping up to the plate. I wonder if the family is fragile now, or if actually this is an opportunity for everyone to show their mettle.
Yeah, good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Anne. I think you're absolutely right. They will come together like all good families do, and they will come out of this stronger. Catherine, Princess of Wales, was already the most popular member of the royal family in polls, and I think her popularity is now going to skyrocket because she can wake up this morning knowing that she's put behind her a great ordeal. It is not easy at all to look into the unblinking eye of a camera and deliver any sort of message, but a message so personal and so important was delivered with great aplomb. The words were right, the tone was right, she was calm, she was dignified. She reached out to cancer sufferers everywhere with a message of encouragement, and I'm quite sure that went home even in our own little trio as we're talking this morning. Cancer sufferers know exactly what she's feeling at that moment, and she will also know this morning that she has, as you've already detailed, the goodwill and support of good people around the world. It's not easy, as Anne was saying about Prince William. In fact, I've written a piece tomorrow for the Sunday Express about the burden on his shoulders. I mean, the King's cancer has tapped on his shoulder and reminded him that he may, in due course, have to ascend the throne much earlier than he would have hoped and wished. And that is a great burden on his shoulders. At the same time, they have to maintain an ordinary, happy family life, giving their children the support, the confidence to carry on and live their lives as normally as possible. All families go through this, but this is a unique family, and they have to do so. They have to maintain normality in the spotlight, a spotlight that is never, ever switched off, and that makes things harder. So the only thing we can do, and as you voiced it this morning, is to offer our support in the hope that it is some help as they go ahead with the big ordeal. And the big ordeal, of course, is recovering soon and completely. And it is possible. People do live many, many years with cancer. And let us hope that in this case, it is successful, the treatment, and that we see her returning to the sort of life she wants and the sort of life we want for her.
Do you think it's up to us in the media now to stop the pressure?
I think there will obviously be benign interest, and there should be benign interest, but I don't think, particularly in this country, there will be a distance kept. It's very much up to the royal family what they do and what they communicate. I'm wondering whether the alleged breach of her security when she was in the London clinic, the access to her medical details, whether that brought forward the decision to go public, because the last thing they would have wanted was some dreadful website or publication in the United States or anywhere noising abroad the diagnosis that she's had. She delivered this on Wednesday. And she delivered it extremely well. There we see the London clinic where this alleged offence took place. But it's interesting to note that nobody's been arrested yet. And if there was a conspiracy to access her records illegally, it is a crime and people should be arrested. On this very channel, I have said more than once that I thought the best way of scotching these awful rumours and putting these trolls back in their little caves wherever they live was to make a statement, a short bulletin medical bulletin without going into great detail, saying what was wrong. And I also said it would have been a good idea maybe if she delivered that personally. Well, that was historic. It's never been done before for a royal personage to make it known what the medical condition they are suffering from, and to do it with such great skill and bravery and courage as we witnessed yesterday. Huge shock to everybody. Here we see her in happier times. I think on a visit to the BBC, it looked like at that moment, poor woman. There she is with her children doing what she does best. It's interesting, her popularity level around the world. In America, she has an approval rating of 35%. That means that 35% more people like her than not like her, and I'm sure that will be increased. And here we see her with her two sons, a united family, a happy family, and their priority, like every decent parent worldwide, will be the welfare and the peace of mind of their children, so that their children can face it. And I think the reason they brought this forward, we're going into the Easter holidays now. The last thing they wanted was their children going back to school the next day and being quizzed by their mates in the playground, because however well-intentioned children can be, they can also say the wrong thing and even the cruel thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can just imagine.
OK, Michael, really good to talk to you. Thank you.